All right, hello everybody. My name is Cale Leiviska. I'm a member of Team Prodigy since 2013. I appreciate a lot of you guys have been asking for my In the Bag series for a few years now. And I didn't want to give away any of my secrets, but Prodigy's making me do this, so let's run it. We're going to start with the money makers, the putters. I've been throwing the 350 PA3s now this year. Last year I was throwing 300 series, but I decided to try something a little bit more stiff. So right here I have a 174 gram 350 G putter. This is what I've been throwing, everything inside the circle, anything that I'm not going to jump putt. It's got a little bit of overstability on it, which I like because I can really try to jam the putts. And then if I get outside the circle, I've been throwing a 170 gram disc, 350 PA3. Just got a little bit more glide because it's a little bit lighter. So I've been liking this for if I'm putting from distance right here. Here I got my throwing putters, 300 PA3s. This one was actually my actual putter that I used for many years, but it started getting beat in too much from hitting the basket, so I throw this for a lot of my spin putts, and I also throw this for a lot of up shots and tunnel shots where I need to throw the disc flat and let it naturally finish right. This one has been in my bag for a couple years also. I started off overstable. Now it's pretty straight to understable, so probably my most used upshot disc. And moving on to some more PA3s. These ones are 400 PA3s. I've been seeing Chris Dickerson throw these very well for a few years. And this off season he told me that I was crazy for not trying them. So this year I went to the Dome, learned these a little bit, and I must say I really love them. This one beat in a little bit. It's a little straighter to understable. This red clear 400 PA3 is very overstable. I can trust this even in a headwind, and it'll go far for me. I love throwing these with a lot of zip. If I need something overstable, I go to the A2 and the A3. These are very, very great utility discs to have in your bag. I chose the 300 plastic for the A2. I see a lot of people throwing the 400, which is fine, but for me, I was getting no skip out of the 300, which I like. I like to just throw this at the basket and just have it stick there. It's got a really good grippy plastic to it, so it just doesn't allow for as many skips, so that's the only reason. It's still just as overstable, still nice and flat. I just love it. For my A3, this is pretty much more of like a mid-range distance, but lots of overstability, so if there's any wind or if any shot I need to throw up with the S-curve, I throw the A3 a lot because I can always trust it to come back. It feels great in the hand, and the 400 plastic will get a little bit more skip, so you just gotta play for that, but the A2 and A3 are great discs. On to my mids. I love the M4. I think it's one of the greatest mid-ranges ever made. It's got tons of glide. This one right here that my buddy Nico LaCastro gave me has been in my bag for about 5 years. I have countless birdies on this thing, so it'll always be in my bag, but it's starting to get a little understable, a little beat in. Now it's my Hyzer flip disc, especially in the woods. But if I need something straighter, luckily I have this thing's backup. It's the exact same disc, just brand new. I've only had it in for about 8 months, but this thing just holds so straight. If I throw it really hard, I can get it to flip up and naturally turn right. But if I need a dead straight shot, this is my thing. I even named it Needle, so straight as an arrow. So for me, all my discs have their own persona, their own personality. So I'm kind of superstitious, and I choose to give every single one of them a name. So I'm a huge fan of the show Game of Thrones, obviously, so all my discs, they're either named after a weapon in the show or one of the characters. So my straight M4, this is Needle, straight as an arrow. This one is called Heartsbane, which is one of the Valyrian steel swords. This is my X1, so this one's called the Hound, something beefy. We got Longclaw here, which is another one of the swords. Jon Snow's sword. And of course, this beautiful disc has got to be named Khaleesi because, you know. This one right here is, it's a 400G M4, but this gray plastic has got a little bit of dome to it, so I found these ones to be a little bit more overstable. I just love how fast this disc is. I can throw my M4 when a lot of people are throwing fairway driver shots, so very accurate for me, very useful. I have about 4 or 5 of these for backup, so when this one gets too beat in, I got a few more to funnel into the bag. So on to more of my fairway drivers. I don't really throw any of the F-Series discs anymore. I love the H-Series V2 stuff that's been coming out, so I've really been sticking with these. What I got here is the H4 V2, which I just received a couple days ago. I've been testing for a few days. Awesome disc, it feels good in the hand. You can throw this thing flat and it just naturally fades right, almost like a longer M4. So I really think this is gonna be popular. I think it's available for sale next week, so this is gonna be a big disc for everybody, for AMs and pros alike. One of my favorite discs, the H3 V2. I absolutely love these things. It's just so forgiving. Even if I'm a little bit off with my shot, it still doesn't vary either way, left or right. You know, it's just a very true disc. This one I've had in my bag for a long time now. It's still kept its stability pretty well. I can throw this thing flat, I can throw it Hyzer, I can throw it Hyzer. You need some accuracy, you need confidence hitting a line. I really love the H3 V2. This is the same disc, just in a beautiful Spectrum plastic here. And this one was naturally just straighter right from the get-go, so I throw this one for dead straight shots. If I pipe this one flat, I might even get a little bit of turn out of it before it finishes back left. So H3 V2, I just can't say enough how much I love this disc. And moving on with the HV2 series, we have the H1. This one has been, right when this disc came out, I've had this blue one in. I just absolutely love it. The H1 V2 is an overstable disc. Again, not a distance driver, but very, very controlled overstability. If I need the disc to finish left, I can reach with this one with confidence and know it's gonna do exactly what I need it to. This one, this Spectrum plastic H1 V2 with the Majestic stamp is just bored flat. And this one's even more beefy than this one, so if the wind picks up or I need a disc to just kind of die off left without getting much distance, I'll throw this one. But both of them had good stability to it and are highly used in my bag. And speaking of overstability, right here we have the 750 X1, one of the beefiest discs ever made, just completely bored flat. If it's super windy, I can rip this into a headwind. I still would never Hyzer flip this thing. It's that beefy. I know a lot of people throw it for overhand shots. Very useful disc if it gets windy. So if you can find one of these, it's a good pickup. I still have one of these Core Team D2s in the bag. I love this disc. It's one of my furthest discs and it's very beefy, overstable. I have a feeling here at Jonesboro I'm going to be throwing this thing a ton because the wind is out here and I can always trust this thing and get some good distance with it. Here I have a 750 D2, which I've been really liking a lot. This thing is fast. It's not super overstable, but for pure distance shots, I've been really liking this thing a lot. I've had it in my bag since like the middle of the year, so I reach for this one a lot when I need some pure distance. And speaking of distance, these are my babies. These are my signature D1 Maxes. I appreciate everybody who supported me, supported Prodigy, and picked one of these up. So when I need pure distance shot in the wide open, I definitely reach for these things. I can start it out far left and rip it flat, get some right turn on it before coming back. Very, very fast distance driver. But if I have a wide open distance shot, this is definitely the farthest disc in my bag. And I appreciate all you guys that have supported this, made a purchase. It directly helps me on tour, and I appreciate you guys very much. And I'm glad you guys are liking these too. I got a few more drivers that I'm gonna throw. These are all D1s. These two right here I've had in my bag for a couple years, so they're not very overstable anymore, but I just love the way that they feel in my hand, so I stick with these ones. This one is 167 grams. It was overstable, but now I can throw it on great long S-curve shots. I just love the feel of the 400 plastic, so most of my distance drivers I use the 400 plastic. Super grippy. I think that is one of the best things about Prodigy is how good the plastic feels in the hand. I don't think there's a better feeling plastic, so 400 D1, very used. This is another lighter 169 400 D1. I can throw these hard, completely flat, and they'll push straight for a long time. So not what you think about a D1, but if you beat them in long enough, they might turn into this. And lastly, this is just a flat 400 D1. Just a stock stamp that I got bottom stamped with my personal logo, but very flat. It's not like a huge distance disc, but I can throw this in the wind, know that it's always gonna finish left for me. You gotta have these kind of discs in your bag that you know that are always just gonna be overstable when you need them. Yeah, for a lot of spike Hyzer shots. in discs that I need to just ride the fairway left. So I like to keep it very simple. I think that's important for me personally. Finding molds that feel good in my hand and I stick with it. I beat them in and I throw them with conviction. I find what I like and I stick to it. It's been working for me, and that's what I throw in my bag. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the support, and yeah, try some of these discs out.